first volunteered with the Spurs back in 1999, was brought on full-time in 2002. So they've been together for so long, learned from each other. And, you know, you have the Popovich way, which is very stern and strict and demanding in all of the best ways for a head coach. And then Brett Brown, who really got into the players, into their personality, loosened things up. And the way they played off of one another was so special. 4 titles together.
Yeah, I just don't know if people can appreciate how difficult a thing the Spurs have done under Gregg Popovich. We look at dynasties and great periods of time when a team is competitive and contending for championships. 10 years is an eternity in sports to be good, to be championship caliber. To double that up with the same coach and for the longest time that same nucleus and core group of guys, what Pop has done we might not ever see again in this league, Tom, in terms of one guy with control over the operation the way he's had it and making all those decisions and so many of them turning out well. But maybe that's a testament to just his legacy and what it'll be in the NBA and beyond in basketball.
Yeah, we celebrate the wins here. For a head coach, it goes right behind their name. What's your win-loss record? So we celebrate his wins. What I think will be the incredible legacy is his culture creation. He's the captain of that culture, the sustainable success in all ways. And then this guy works the phones in the offseason better than anybody as the agent for his employees to move on to better opportunities. He is the ultimate mentor and then advocate for all of his guys, video coordinators. He'll call about a statistics position. And of course, we've seen how so many of his assistant coaches have advanced, like Brett Brown, to get opportunities to be a head coach. This man helps so many of his people. He lays it all out there, and that is incredible.
And he's not just doing favors for people. He is going to find the best of the best, and he's giving them those opportunities because they have earned it and they deserve it, and they just need the spotlight. They just need the opportunity, and that's what's so cool about him as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only been Pop and that organization grooming guys for bigger and better positions down the road. They've been there when those guys have gone off. Maybe it hasn't worked out well. They get to come back and kind of sharpen the tools again. But when you build a family tree in this league or any endeavor, you've got to be committed, Tom, to the long-term proposition of, hey, these guys are our family forever. It's not just about this game in this season or that season. It's about a lifetime commitment to guys who will put it all on the line for you to be champions.
It's legendary, the family aspect. They eat a family meal every night. I mean, Pop picks up the checks for everybody.
Right.
You go to his table. You spend time at the table. And you're right. When people succeed and they move on, some fail and they catch them and bring them right back. And it's incredible. There's nothing like it in any other sport. I mean, there's sustainable success with the Patriots and whatnot, but the leadership from the head coach position, and he's been the president effectively all along, nobody's done it like this.
So you lose Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili to retirement. You lose Tony Parker, you lose Kawhi, and he has a team now that's 500, but they're holding their own for the most part. They're learning, they're progressing, just as you would with a great coach like Gregg Popovich. But rumors now, if they don't make the playoffs or after the 2020 Olympics, you know, he's going to call it a career and retire. Do you believe that?
I don't know if I believe it, but I know he's earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. He's literally, he's put in the work and seen the success that will allow him to walk away from this game in whatever way he wants to, whenever he wants to. But I think people are assuming that the end of this dynasty and the end of that era of Spurs basketball signals some end for Pop. I think he's going to get energized by coaching the Olympic team. I think that's going to make Pop think, maybe I got a few more years of this left in me, as opposed to this is it. You know, I kind of fade off into the sunset like this. I've been around those Olympic teams. You know, you watch Coach K coach them. There's something about being around those guys, that best group of players on the planet, and leading them to a championship that gets the juices boiling for these coaches. I think it works both ways. I would not be surprised to see Pop continue in this league for years to come.
What about you, Tom?
I agree. Look, he's so talented for the reasons we talked about. He may very well step away from the head coach role, but he's not going to leave the Spurs. And I see him staying engaged with and continuing to be the captain of that culture as it transitions. He's so invested in all of it, I can't see him just turning the page and riding off into the sunset and saying, you know, but he's
I sure hope
he's a
not.
different character.
He has too much to offer. I sure hope not. And I'm not done watching Gregg Popovich work his magic, whether it's as a head coach or in the front office. So I hope he keeps it up.